Stratford, innit? You know, Royal Shakespeare Company. No, they're getting married on the stage. On the stage. Yeah, they're so extra. They're such an extra. right pair they are. No, well, Sturchley. They say they're from TZ. It's called Sturchley. Oh, hello everybody. Welcome to the RSC. I think it's good afternoon now, isn't it? Good afternoon, everybody. Yeah, welcome to the RSC. Just a couple of logistical points from me. If you could turn your mobile phones off during the ceremony, or at least make sure they're in silent mode. There aren't going to be any photos or videos, unfortunately, during the ceremony. We've got professional photographers and videographers who will be taking all of those, and I think it looks a lot better than having everyone with their phones up during the ceremony. So if you could just refrain from that. There will be an opportunity at the there will be an opportunity at the end of the ceremony to take all those photos that you want of the happy couple. So without further ado, I'll hand over to the registrar.
Memorable day for them both. Now, our marriage may only take place in a building which has been licensed for that purpose, and the place in which we are all now met has been duly sanctioned according to law for the celebration of marriages. You are all here today to witness the joining in matrimony of Daniel Thomas Marchese Robinson and Emma Leanne Fry. If any person here present knows of any lawful impediment to this marriage, they should declare it now. it will move on very sprightly. Now, although a civil ceremony is simple and without ritual, the vows that Daniel and Emma will make here today are solemn and binding. Marriage is a desire by two people to share themselves with each other and a willingness to accept each other for who they are. For Daniel and Emma, getting married today is the confirmation of the love, respect and friendship that they have for each other. Together they will be stronger to meet whatever life may hold for them. Now I'm going to ask each of you in turn to declare, first of all, that you intend to marry each other today. So it's your confirmation of intention. You will respond with the words, I do, on this. So Daniel, you're going first. Do you, Daniel, take Emma to be your lawful wedded wife, to be loving, faithful and loyal to her for the rest of your lives together?
I do.
And now Emma. Do you, Emma, take Daniel to be your lawful wedded husband, to be loving, faithful and loyal to him for the rest of your lives together? Now, Daniel and Emma have chosen 3 readings to accompany their ceremony today, so we're going to have the first of those readings now. And I understand it's going to be Paul who's going to do it. Paul, would you like to come on stage, please? As a Tudor gentleman. And do your reading for our
Two households, both alike in indignity, in fair Birmingham, where we lay our seed. From ancient grudge, literacy and numeracy, came civil love, Emma and Daniel's civil dream. From forth a night of unplanned revelling joys, a pair of flutes, Prosecco, twixt the two. An unexpected romance then employs. The pair betrothed stood in front of you. Their fruitful passage of their 5-year love, like fruitful wine, it has improved with age. Love, which no heavenly corkscrew could remove, is now the half-hour's traffic of our stage. The which, if you with patient ears attend, what here shall miss, our toil shall strive to mend.
Thank you, Paul. Hope you haven't lost those rooms in that.
Thanks.
Daniel and Emma, before you are joined in marriage today, it is my duty to remind you both of the solemn and binding character of the vows that you are about to make. Marriage in this country is the union of two people, voluntarily entered into for life, to the exclusion of all others. So I'm now firstly going to ask you, Daniel, and then you, Emma, to declare that you do not know of any lawful reason why you may not be married to each other today. After you have made those declarations, you will then contract your marriage before your formal witnesses, your family and friends here assembled. So Daniel, again, you're going first. I do solemnly declare.
I do solemnly declare.
That I know not.
That I know not.
Of any lawful impediment.
That I know not of any lawful impediment.
Why I, Daniel Thomas Marchese Robinson.
Why I, Daniel Thomas Marchese Robinson.
May not be joined in matrimony.
May not be joined in matrimony.
To Emma Leanne Fry.
To Emma Leanne Fry.
And now, I do solemnly declare.
I do solemnly declare
That I know not.
that I know not
Of any lawful impediment.
of any lawful impediment
Why I, Emma Leanne Fry,
Why I, Emma Leanne Fry,
may not be joined in matrimony
may not be joined in matrimony
to Daniel Thomas Marchese Robinson.
with Daniel Thomas Marchese Robinson.
Well done. So now, ladies and gentlemen, the solemn moment has arrived for Daniel and Emma to contract their marriage before you all. So I'm going to ask you if it's comfortable for you to do so. Will you please stand to witness this very important part of the ceremony? Daniel and Emma, the words I'm now going to ask you to say are your marriage vows. In saying them, you are acknowledging that your marriage is intended to last for the rest of your lives, and it will be to the exclusion of all others. So I'd like you now to hold both hands as you face each other. Again, Daniel, you're going to go first. I call upon these persons here present
I call upon these persons here present
to witness that I, Daniel Thomas Marchese Robinson,
to witness that I, Daniel Thomas Marchese Robinson,
do take thee, Emma Leanne Fry,
to take thee, Emma Leanne Fry,
to be my lawful wedded wife.
to be my lawful wedded wife.
And now, please. I call upon these persons here present
I call upon these persons here present
to witness that I, Emma Leanne Fry,
to witness that I, Emma Leanne Fry,
do take thee, Daniel Thomas Marchese Robinson,
do take thee, Daniel Thomas Marchese Robinson,
to be my lawful wedded husband.
be my lawful wedded husband.
Well done. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Please be seated. So now we're going to do the second of our three readings, and this time I'm going to invite forward Danny. Danny?
Humans have never understood the power of love. But love is our best friend, our helper, and the healer of ills, which prevent us from being happy. To understand the power of love, we must understand that our original human nature was not like it is now, but different. Human beings each had two sets of arms, two sets of legs, and two faces, looking in opposite directions. There were three sexes then. One comprised of two men, called the children of the sun, one made of two women, called the children of the earth, and a third made of a man and a woman, called the children of the moon. Due to the power and might of these original humans, there followed a time of chaos. And it was at this point that the humans were divided in half. After the division of the two parts of each, desiring their other half, came together and throwing their arms about one another, entwined in mutual embraces, longing to grow into one. So ancient is the desire of one another which is implanted in us, reuniting our original nature, making one of two, and healing the state of humankind. Each of us, when separated, having one side only, is but the indenture of a person, and we are always yearning for our other half. Those whose original nature lies with the children of the sun are men who are drawn to other men. Those from the children of the earth are women who love other women. And those from the children of the moon are men and women drawn to one another. And when one of us meets our other half, we are lost in an amazement of love and friendship and intimacy, and would not be out of the other's sight for even a moment. We pass our whole lives together, desiring and requiring that we should be melted into one. to spend our lives with one person instead of two. And so that after our death, there will be one departed soul instead of two. This is the very expression of our ancient need. And the reason is that human nature was originally one, and we were a whole. And the desire and pursuit of that whole is called love.
So now everyone, we come to the exchange of rings, which is the traditional way of sealing the vows that our couple have just made to each other. Now this could be Paul again, in a different
outfit.
First of all, open the box and offer the ring to Daniel to take Emma's. Placing the ring onto Emma's finger, holding the ring in place, all the way upwards, as you say these words after me. Emma, I give you this ring
Emma, I give you this ring
as a sign of our marriage
as a sign of our marriage
and a symbol of our love.
and a symbol of our love.
I pledge to you my love and trust.
I pledge to you my love and trust.
I promise to be ever honest and faithful to you,
I promise to be ever honest and faithful to you,
and to share all that I am with you.
and to share all that I am with you.
You are my best friend,
You are my best friend,
and I will always be beside you.
and I will always be beside you.
Second ring, this time please, to Emma to take. Placing the ring then onto Daniel's finger.
Fine.
You can help me.
Okay. It's no fun.
There we go.
There we go. It's not coming up now.
As you say these words after me. Daniel, I give you this ring
Daniel, I give you this ring
as a sign of our
as a
marriage
sign of our marriage
and a symbol of our
and a
love.
symbol of our love.
I pledge to you my love and trust.
I pledge to you my love and trust.
I promise to be ever honest and faithful to you,
I pledge you to be ever honest and faithful to you,
and to share all that I am with you.
and to share all that I am with you.
You are my best friend,
You're my best friend,
and I will always be beside you.
and I will always be beside you.
The wedding ring is an unbroken circle. It has no beginning and it has no end. It symbolises unending and everlasting love. So for Daniel and Emma, the giving of these rings is an outward sign to the world of their marriage and a reminder in the years to come of a very important step they've just taken today. So now we're going to have the third and final reading, and this time I'm going to ask Denise to read it.
Louder Than Words by Alexandra Davis, from the Jewellery Quarter publisher, the Emma Press Anthology of Love. He made 15 cups of tea in one morning. Each time he offered, she said yes. And so he'd retreat to the well-worn kitchen, to the limp-limbed mug tree, the toiling kettle. Place her empty cup on the side. She drank 15 cups of tea that morning because love infused the gesture. While his tired exhalations mingled with the steam, the martyred milk completed the gift. If he offered 100,000 teas, each time she would say, yes, please.
Thank you very much. Daniel and Emma, marriage is the union of two hearts. It lives on in the love that you give to each other. It never grows old. but thrives on the joy of each new day. May you always be able to talk things over, confide in each other, laugh with each other, and enjoy spending very special time together. Daniel and Emma, you have both made the declarations of marriage as prescribed by law and have made a solemn and binding contract with each other in the presence of your two mums, your formal witnesses, your family and your very special guests gathered here today. Today is the start of a new life for you together, and we all hope that the feeling of love that you have for each other will deepen and grow ever stronger in the years to come. But now it gives me the greatest pleasure to pronounce that you are now lawfully joined together as husband and wife. And Daniel, you may kiss your beautiful bride. Gentlemen, our couple are going to go and sign the legal marriage register. Very historic, so we're going to hand over now to Steph, who will guide you through that process. So I think we've got some music from the gentlemen, is that correct? Yeah. Do you want to join us? completed and signed the official, legal, historic marriage register, and their entry in that register will be there for all time. But they're now going to receive their marriage certificate from Steph, which will be presented to the bride because it belongs to Emma, traditionally, and also it's going to be a formal copy of the entry that's in the marriage register. So I'm sure you'd like to join with me and offer your round of applause as they receive it. Now the end of the ceremony. But the reason why Daniel, for the traditionalists of you here, will know that the reason why Daniel is on this side of his beautiful bride is because now, as a married gentleman, he has his sword arm free to protect his wife's Now we are actually going to give you an opportunity for the next moment of then I will be handing over very shortly to Billy, who's going to give you the next process that's going to happen afterwards. But I'll invite you in a moment. So please, ladies and gentlemen, I will move out of the way. Please take a photo of the bride and groom. Right then, ladies and gentlemen, you all got your photographs that you would like of the couple?
Yes.
All right, everybody? So now we are actually going to take our leave of you, but before we do so, I know that you would like to join with Steph and myself and all at Warwickshire Registration Service, hoping that Daniel and Emma have a very long and happy marriage together. I'm going to ask you please to stand for this part. Will you please congratulate and welcome Mr. and Mrs. Marchese Fry.